Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Wise Minds Guy podcast. I'm your host, Nat Plastino, and today we're diving into a fascinating question. Are our brains like a computer? Now, before you start looking for the restart button on your forehead, don't worry, we're going to keep this fun, practical, and maybe even discover why your brain is far more amazing than the fastest supercomputer ever built. Let's jump in. Computers are incredible. They can calculate millions of numbers in seconds and remember huge amounts of information and even beat chess grandmasters. But here's the thing, your brain does something computers still struggle with. It creates meaning. A computer processes data. Your brain creates memories, emotions, imagination, love, curiosity, and yes, sometimes it also creates that embarrassing memory from grade 6 that pops into your head at 2 a.m. As Albert Einstein wisely said, imagination is more important than knowledge. A computer has knowledge. Your brain has imagination. That's a pretty big difference. Here's where the comparison gets interesting. Just like a computer runs on software, our brains run on mental programming. Every habit, every belief, every story we tell ourselves, they're like little programs running quietly in the background. If you've spent years saying, I'm not good enough, guess what? Your brain begins treating that thought like installed software. The good news, software can be updated. As Henry Ford famously said, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Changing your mindset is like installing a healthier operating system. Computer programmers have an old saying, garbage in, garbage out. If you feed a computer bad information, you'll get bad results. Our minds work much the same way. Spend hours scrolling negativity, constant complaints, and fear-filled news, and don't be surprised if your thinking becomes anxious and pessimistic. Instead, feed your brain with great books, uplifting conversations, inspiring podcasts like this one, exercise, learning, and gratitude. Think of every positive habit as downloading a helpful update. No annoying update required pops up needed. Here's where your brain beats every computer. Your brain can literally rewire itself. Scientists call this neuroplasticity. Every time you learn something new, practice gratitude, meditate, or challenge an old belief, your brain forms new neural pathways. Imagine buying a computer that actually improved itself every day simply because you used it wisely. That's exactly what your brain can do. As Marcus Aurelius said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. What an incredible reminder that our thinking shapes our experience. You are the programmer. It is the empowering part of it. You aren't just a computer. You're also the programmer. You get to choose what beliefs stay. You get to delete outdated mental files. You get to install courage instead of fear, confidence instead of doubt, gratitude instead of complaint, progress instead of perfection. No antivirus software required. Although avoiding toxic thinking is probably the closest thing. Every day gives you another opportunity to upgrade your mental operating system. And unlike your laptop, your brain doesn't become obsolete because it's getting older. It becomes wiser through experience if you continue learning. Now, in closing thoughts, so our brains are like computers. In some ways, absolutely. They both process information. They both learn patterns. They both rely on quality input. But the brain is something far more extraordinary. It dreams. It loves. It creates. It forgives. It imagines the future. And most importantly, it can change. Never underestimate the incredible power sitting between your ears. As Norman Vincent Peale said, change your thoughts and you change your world. What a wonderful reminder that every positive thought is another upgrade toward becoming your best self. Thanks so much for listening to another episode of The Wise Mindset Guy Podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and share this episode with someone who could use a little mindset upgrade. For more inspiring articles and practical mindset tips, be sure to visit the Wise Mindset Guy blog. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, keep smiling, and remember, you have the power to program your mind for a happier, healthier, and more meaningful life. See you next episode.